Yeah, testing 1 2. Testing 1 2. Testing 1 2. Output. This is with the mount output not muted. This should go through. Test 1 2. 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 Test. DSD. This mess up my voice at all? Testing 2. Test, test, test. Testing 1 2. 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 Cool. Testing 1 2. Testing 1 2. Setting the threshold. Now the threshold is set. Make it sound a little bit better. Roll it back. Test a little more. Testing 1 2. Test, test, test. All right. Go with that for now. All right, testing 1 2. Does this get cut off or does it sound normal? Sounds normal to me. Nope. Does this get cut off or does it sound normal? Does this get cut off? What about now? What about now? What about now? The Funk Show, brother. Turn this down a little bit. I don't know. Seems like it's cutting it off. Oh, you know what? It's probably noise gate. That's probably... That's probably this. Oh, much better. Test 1 2. Alright. Let's just go with that. Testing. Okay. So what is it?
Ready to roll.
Alright. So we're starting off. What is this? A Flay's Pocket. A mission. A hardcore campaign mission. Basically, what is going on? One of our first moves. I'm gonna scout out what we're supposed to take over, essentially. Let's see. I'm not recording. Don't like how it sounds at the moment. But this may just be a delay. Monitor. Let's see. Is this delay from the monitor? Oops. Let's see. Alright. Okay, we'll do it live. Start this over. Try not to forget to record this time. And we're live. Starting a recording of hardcore playthrough of the campaign for Gates of Hell. What is it? Call to Arms, Gates of Hell, Conquest. Wait, there's a lot of names that come to mind. This monitor. Driving me crazy. Okay. Now we're just back to regular speaking. A lot less weirded out. Alright. So what we're doing here is the Flay's Pocket on a dynamic. No, this is not dynamic. This is regular campaign conquest. Hardcore mode. Essentially what it is, you have 7 positions, and you need to take them all over. Not necessarily in sequence. Some people like to sneak to the back and get the explosion thing and just wreck everything. So a lot of times people are like, how do you get through this? And so the one way not to do this is just take your do the typical RTS thing where you take a big group of people and clump them together and then run them out. So the reasons are multiple and obvious, especially once you do it. So what you want to do is kind of feel things out. And since I played this a few times, I know that essentially the business starts right around this hedgerow right here. So the bad thing to do would be to probably run your guys out there somewhere, or even like go up to right here and start, kind of fending up. You'll just get shredded. So I imagine they have machine guns and other things like that waiting for you. But basically what you want to do is to set up scouts. Ah, Jesus. See, this is a perfect example of why you're not supposed to do this. So, without scouts, essentially, you can even put them down or whatever, but it's best bet now for survival would be to throw some smokes, but without scouts, you're essentially going to get annihilated by the machine guns. So, way to counter this would be to kind of smoke your way up at this point. Maybe, hopefully, you make it through, but I wouldn't count on it. So, another thing you need to know is that when you smoke, you want to put the units on return fire only, or else they will, be spotted through the smoke. That's something that is not super obvious. Alright. So, another thing, too, is grenades are thrown a little bit further when you do it manually. You definitely want to do that. Oh, and that is a white phosphorus grenade, so you need to be careful throwing that around dead people. Alright, now we're going to turn these guys on fire. And I'm going to direct control someone and hopefully get up to that machine gun. I'm facing the wrong way. Let's see. So there was a guy right over here. Oh, there still is. Okay. What I want to do is move these guys up over here. And slowly. Like I said, this is a very bad way of going about this. And again, now that the smoke's gone away, these guys are pretty much toast. So, this is what not to do in a hardcore campaign. Okay. So, we'll restart this real quick. And we'll go back to the beginning. Blaze Pocket. Hardcore campaign. The Call to Arms, Gates of Hell. Lost Front. Oh, that's what I forgot. Got 3 names.
Ready to roll.
Never sure what to call it. Okay, so instead of running out in there, what you normally do is kind of scout through. But we're gonna set up a little base camp right here, and from there we'll take our AT unit. So one good thing about this is one guy has the rocket launcher and the other guy is carrying a bunch of rockets. So the good thing about that is if you keep them in a squad, they will share ammo. That's a good thing to know. This is just a regular useless Jeep. And then another squad. So what I'm going to do is order some mortars here. And I'm going to slowly scout out the surrounding area. Maybe we'll even have a battery signaler just for funsies. But what we're also going to need too is eventually a supply truck. So we will take these guys, put them right there. Do a hotkey or shift F5 I usually like to do. See the little number there now. And then after that, I'm going to select a rifleman. Looks like they're usually the least valuable. This guy. He's like a
Ready, sir.
3rd armored squatty. Okay, so I just want a guy with a regular old rifle. That way, these are usually not the most valuable ones. There's nobody, machine guns or anything like that. So take one of the riflemen, and then this is the next important part. You want to put them on prone right here, which is change stance. I changed this to Z, I believe. Yeah. And then for this firing mode, I set it to T. I believe that might be the default, but there's a few different ones. There's firing mode and fire will. Hold fire, and that won't fire at all. And then return fire, they'll only fire once they're shot at. So usually you want to, I put them on return fire, and then I'll slowly creep them up right about here. Now the trick is, you don't want to like look for stuff actually. You want to look on the map up here. And basically, you can see already that a red dot has shown up on the map. Which means essentially I've spotted someone out. So what I can do is start looking on the map right now and say, look at this guy. He's right there. So the good part about this is once we have the mortar set up over here, we can basically start to annihilate the enemy positions with due haste. We'll also take this guy. Let's see where we can get him closer maybe. Be careful on this side because this is all like clear bushes. So if they're seen through there, machine gun will shred them. As we saw last time, we have a machine gun nest right about here. So the goal is to scout as much as we can for the mortars in the first step, and essentially then we'll establish a foothold on this little area right here. All right, and away we go. Our manpower points coming through pretty slow, but I should have enough money to get another mortar. Probably going to want a supply truck. I'm already regretting the decision to pick this guy. Let's see. So I believe I can blow up that whole first position. So the artillery, if you don't know, the battery signaler is basically like a mobile artillery signaler, and he comes with the all-around. Was it all-around? Not campaigner, doctrine. And so basically, when you're using him. And fire this flare that will cause some fun to happen. So let's see if I can get him. I wonder how bad he's gonna get shot. Oh geez, yes, he already got shot. Oh. What I'll do is just shit real quick. This is over here. And as far as I can. Right. There we go. Alright, so you can see the targeting range for things, and it was in the yellow, but basically now I think I got it far enough. So this is good. Why is this guy shooting? Just don't shoot, dude. Don't fire. So now you can hear our artillery coming in. So this might be a good time to kind of move some guys up. What we kind of want is a counterattack right after this, because we don't want to recrew the machine guns or anything like that. Always important. Put your guys on return fire, and then return fire only, and then basically from there, prone. Make them roll around. Now we can slowly move our way out. Again, I'm not even looking at the field, I'm looking at the map up top. Saying, okay, now I see someone, I stop. And basically from there, you can see the mortar started firing immediately because the mortar essentially is targeted to that guy now. The problem is I only have one mortar, which is heckin' slow. It's a zero in essentially, so it really helps to have two mortars. But I wanted to have fun with the battery signal. As long as I keep a sight on them, the mortar stop firing because you can see like this go away. So as long as I keep sights on them, it will essentially blow it up. I'll return this down a little bit. Alright, so as you can see, that machine gun is now gone. You gotta be careful with the enemy stuff because they will recrew it. I think we're in a good place now to basically just pull these guys out from up here. Everyone fire. We're essentially in ambush mode at this point. Oh no, that's wrong. So again, get down. Get annihilated. This is the benefits of not scanning. I could have sworn that guy was done. Nice. The humanity. Huh.
Waiting orders, sir.
Interesting. Yes, we could try that again. And restart. Alright. Go double mortar this time.
Ready to roll.
Yes. Testing 1 2. Test 1 2. Test. Checking 1 2.
Ready to roll.
Welcome to the Fille's Pocket, gentlemen. This is the second skirmish mission on the American side for Gates of Hell. Was it Call to Arms, Gates of Hell, Ostfront? I don't know if it has any other names, but yeah, kind of long. We're doing this again. For anyone who hasn't watched it already. Oh, jeez. Basically, we have two squads, and we have a bazooka team, and then a useless jeep. What we're going to do is, I know from previous plays that this is basically clear, and then all the good stuff starts over around these trenches. What we're going to do is use units. So the first tip for survival is scouting. So, or the art of lying down. So what you want to do is turn your units on sneaky mode. What I'll usually do is I'll grab a rifleman, and then I'll move him up. First thing, them to prone, which is our stance over here, and I usually set that to Z, similar to other games where you go to the prone position. And then from there, I will also change this firing stance, which is firing mode, excuse me. And so that is set to T, maybe by default. I have something on my mouse button set with that. So I turn it to return fire. There's also hold fire, which prevents you from firing at all. But return fire usually will have them not fire unless they get fired at. So when you're crawling with these guys, you don't really want to be looking for anybody visually. What you want to look for is on the map. Once you see somebody, you see right now, there's a red dot showed up. Once you see that, pretty much pause your guy. So you could know, I don't know if you realize you can click these guys and it gives you their visibility. It shows where exactly they can see. So the reason why he doesn't see me right now is because I'm in a bush. So the only people that can see you like that are officers, and that's sort of the advantage of officers, and maybe some other units. But they can see you and like see hidden units. So I've essentially snuck out and saw him who is not hidden. So from there, we're going to order a mortar unit. This should have already done, so it's taking forever. And then take that mortar unit and move him behind this hedgerow. This was essentially the French countryside in those days. These huge ground hedgerows that were kind of impenetrable, but you gotta have to be careful because there's holes in certain parts of the hedgerows. So you might think this looks kind of like the hedgerow goes around, but if you look closely here, they have just regular cover, and this is essentially you can get shot through all that. So there's another hedgerow here, another hedgerow there. So use that as sort of like your defensive, because nothing can go through it. So what you're gonna do is take your mortar and put him right over here behind this hedgerow, and I'll order another one. The reason why I do this is because the mortars are wildly inaccurate, and so what it will help out with is essentially when you get two of them, it sort of dials the RNG in, and it makes it so you will eventually actually kill something. It's really just for attrition, and like I said, you're going to eventually buy a supply truck because they're going to spend so much ammo on that first salvo, of killing like the things you need to be killed, that it's gonna essentially use up all their ammo. So let's see. We also have, this is the bazooka team, and let's see. So we're gonna pull in another guy, the rifleman. Oh jeez, salty sailor. I'm gonna have to just mute and censor that guy. Let's see. I think this guy has rockets. Okay, I don't want to move him over there. He should stay with the bazooka guy, because if they're squatted together, then they will share ammo. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move this guy up, change his fire mode, and see when you're hovering over the bush right here, you can see the silhouette, and essentially that'll put him in the bush right there. Move that guy up, and now I'm going to move other mortar over there, and then I should have enough money for a... Oh, that's very loud. Let me turn that down. We're going to be doing a lot of close range mortaring. Let's see, make sure that's tolerable. There we go. Okay. Anyways, just so I can actually talk over this. What is this level set up? So now the mortars will wind up shooting anything they see. You wrote me last week. What is going on? So what I'll do again is start crawling this guy out slowly, and so I can actually see another person, which is right there, and we should hear the song of the mortar soon. Okay, so this mortar is probably too far away. So one thing you can do is you hover over here. Why is he not shooting at this guy? Okay. Must not have liked him. As you can see, that was pretty close already. But it's going to take a hot minute for him to start actually getting on target. Okay, now we have enough money for a supply truck. What we want to do is, I usually won't get more than 2 mortars because they are, it's a little bit much then. 2 mortars will get the job done. You just need a supply truck to keep them going. Alright, here comes our supply truck. Now we are going to put the supply truck over here, and just in case this triggers some kind of tank rush, I'm going to get the rocket launcher guy and his buddy with the rockets, who is right here. Tell by the backpack. We're just going to put them up on the corner right here. I'll do like shift F5 to hard code the unit, or reset for the unit, and then from there on, I know that guy will essentially wipe out anybody who comes around that corner. Whoa. Scare the hell out of me. And Bandor. Alright. Let's see.
Any orders, sir? Yes, sir.
Now I am scouting out a little bit more. What I'll do again, I'm not really looking around, I'm just more looking on the map, seeing when this guy actually spots somebody. So I'm pretty sure there's a machine gun nest straight in front of me. I'm going to suss out that machine gun nest. Oh, this is plenty of stuff. What is this? Hacks, I've never heard them say this weird stuff. Okay. So I want to get multiple people kind of spotted.
Ready, sir.
That way my mortars have plenty of targets, essentially. Alright, there you go. I'm seeing another person right there. And let me get another rifleman lined up. Alright. Make sure this guy is on return fire only. And now you'll see me. I've already spotted out quite a few more of the enemy. And basically from here, just need to wait for the mortars to do their job. So right now is when maybe I'll do like a hotkey for the mortars, F8. And then, oh, you can see, I think they're planning a counterattack right now. Because I don't like the fact that the mortar, this is the one thing that you will end up doing. Oh shoot, yep. Not good. I was not expecting this. What I need to do is move my anti-tank guys out of here. And essentially just, one thing we do is build some little sandbag things. After you do that, you're going to hit K, just make sure they don't go anywhere. Yeah, where is this guy? Uh-oh. We're getting some pushback. This is wood if you were mortaring somebody. I'm going to put this guy up for maximum effort, and then I have a machine gun coming in. We'll be able to handle any business we have. Go right about here. Actually, we go right about here. We need a medic to get that guy. That's super important at the moment, but could cause some issues. Oh, no, I'm not talking about. Yeah. So what I'll do is use this medic. They do not have white phosphorus grenades, but you have to be careful with the Americans because they will use white phosphorus grenades, which will explode in flames. Ain't great if you're trying to save someone. And then from there, we have basically, oh no, lost all our scouts to death. So let's see. Oh no. I think we lost our medic. Okay. Who's this guy? On the other side. So one good thing to know is you can throw grenades further manually. Okay, there's this guy. And you usually want to prime it a little bit, like one shot, and then oh no, then it'll blow up. Otherwise, they'll run away from it. So I have one more medic. Where is he? Okay, get him over here. Hopefully, we'll bring those two guys back to life. And I will call over these guys and this guy. Sure.
Always ready. Ready to go, sir.
There we go. Now, these two guys are back. There's my medic. And behind enemy lines. Both these guys are back now. Everyone, oh shoot. Fighting retreat. Get out of there. Okay, finally. Whew, that was close.
I'm ready.
Now, just need to get these guys over here. Oh, that's rough. He's pretty far out there. May not be worth it. Okay, another scout. We floating man pop yet? Nope. Got 145. What can we get with that? Let's get another Browning. I can just do area denial just in case I need to. Alright. You gotta smoke like right on top of this guy, maybe. You can wind up bringing him back to life. See if this is worth it even. Oh no, 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 no. Oh, that was a terrible idea. Alright, let's get our other medic, I guess. And bring back the medic for the medic. And I'm gonna push this guy up a little bit. So we can, again, start scouting. Be able to see something once we go around this corner, maybe. Now send the medic. You bring this guy back to life. What are we doing? Why are we not shooting? Oh, this guy is too close to me? There we go. Look at that. What I like to call letting RNG work for you. Alright, here's my other medic. I keep on thinking these guys are much more valuable than they are because it's not Conquest where you need to order them again. You can only order a limited amount. And then this we're going to be churning up a lot of soldiers. Just kind of the nature of the hard quest design. So you can see now just causing absolute havoc with the mortars. Crap. This guy's about to die again. Uh-oh. What are you doing? Good thing. There we go. Whew. All right. This is a big waste of time. Oh, jeez. Seriously.
Hurry over there.
For all that. Put this guy in a hole. Maybe it'll make a difference. And I'll just crawl this guy out to a safer spot. How about that? Whoops. Please don't shoot. Please don't shoot. Alright, so we're almost there. Now what I can do is, that guy's there, prime it for about 2 seconds, throw the grenade. Boom. Bob's your uncle. So, this is great. So now we're doing some good spotting. You can see red dots pink being shown up on the map. Why is this guy not back yet? We're going to crawl this guy back behind our lines, and then we're going to slowly start moving scouts up again. To be honest, I wasn't prepared for that initial rush from the enemy, so my bad. This is where we're going to start our first offensive. We'll have something sort of right here, looking up this road. And we'll just have this field as our base of operations. There's not really going to be any kind of push until you take over 2 points or so. And yeah, otherwise, before then, you can sort of trigger certain tanks or whatever to come out of the woodwork, but they won't start sending waves until you capture at least, I think, 3 points. All right. This is my bazooka team still. These guys are all planted. Where's my machine gunner? There we go. All right. So now, what happened to all my spotted people?
Always ready.
So I'm going to start moving my way out. Oh, poor guy. Okay. Now we've spotted that. See, now that we've spotted this machine gun, he can't do anything because he hasn't spotted me yet. And you can see right now, he's dead. So what we want to do while that machine gun is decrew, or I think there's one more up there, but we want to essentially get up there and take that down. Once we can take those first few machine guns down, we'll be in a good spot.
I'm ready.
All right. Essentially, I'm not shooting at anything. There we go. I'm mainly just spotting things out. I'm letting the mortars do the work. It will eventually get to the point where you can use other stuff, but start off the map, especially on hardcore or something like that, when the manpower is being fed to you very slowly, you really need to have, like, you know, not take a lot of losses off the start. This is the best way to do it, in my opinion. Or one of the easiest ways is just mortar raining down. The song of my people is the mortars. Alright. I know there's another machine gun out here, and I'll find out as soon as I become too confident. Ooh. Is there Shrek or Faust? I don't know which one it is. Save that for later. Now we pretty much cleared out this area. Take all that. That'll be that helmet.
No problem, sir.
Then this is a good lesson, is looting on the battlefield, or scavenging, I guess you could call it. The battlefield buffet is the dead guy's discount. It's you know, if you're looking for something that might solve your problems, it could be on a body on the field, because a lot of times, especially with the Germans, they have anti-tank grenades, which the Americans don't have. Americans usually have semi-auto rifles, which are a lot nicer, but they're lacking in the anti-tank category. A good way to even the score is by looting all the bodies you have, especially in the beginning of the round or the beginning of the map, and just start, you know, using it that way. So I'm going to save this guy for later. This mortars are a little close. And that thing will absolutely destroy any kind of nearby tanks, which there is a tank nearby. So what I'm going to do now, too, is there's a machine gunner right here. And basically, you can hold down C, no, V, and that will highlight the dead bodies. And then you can also hold down C to highlight the guns or weapons. You can see a couple weapons there, and that's how you kind of know right away what you're dealing with. I could just see this MG34 on the ground, and I
Ready to
knew
go, sir.
we were good to go. So that, and then not the helmet. What I find is thing just move everything over and then move over that one thing you weren't going to get rather than clicking on everything. And now we got ourselves an MG34. So we went from a carbine to an MG34. This is um, the I guess battlefield kind of scavenging benefit. So yeah, instead of going around paying money for things, you can get all types of free stuff. Oh, this is another machine gun right here, I believe. Okay, so that's a MP44 and a STG 44, is it? I can't remember. It's the grandfather of the assault rifle, if not the first assault rifle. Hello, cow. These guys are brave. Did we blow one of those guys up? I swear there was two of them in this field. I think we did kill one. Don't tell anyone. Oh, no, there's the other one. Okay, so not important. All right, so the next thing we want to do is start getting some more scouts out because we have not taken over this point yet, so we essentially need to clear this point. So I don't really trust what we have going on still, even though we've taken out the machine gun. I think we might have blown it up. So right now I'm going to call in another rifle squad. And then we're going to start sending people into the breach. Rifle squad, we'll get another AT. Nope, it's too valuable at this point. Can't spend that money. So we have completed the first step. Oh, Jesus. Did you just blow up our own guy? What is going on? This is one of the problems with mortars. Oh, jeez. It's so close that they're shooting. I'll just put them on pause. Stop. Okay, I put them on don't fire, and then I'm going to throw a nice primed grenade over here. Is this guy dead yet?
Ready, sir.
Okay. One nice thing. I can basically... There's some Willie Pete over here. This is against the Geneva Conventions, I believe. But it's white phosphorus, so that's one of the nice parts. And that will solve the problem of anyone who's on the other side of that. Hopefully it doesn't spread to where I am, but I think I'm covered. Then we're sneaky through the bushes. So what I think we can do now too is move our machine guns up. Is this that machine gun? This guy's just gonna get blown away as soon as the tank shows up. Well, the best place to be would be like right about there. And then we're gonna move this machine gun up this bush right here. Anyone who causes problems can get shot.
Any orders, sir?
Okay, I didn't forgot these guys are moving up here. And our rifle squad. Go to the rally point. And one thing you can build with the medics, which is somewhat useless but fun, is the medical rally posts. And this will build a unit for your units to refill their bandages, which is something that happens. Let's see. Now we got this covered. The next thing I'm gonna want to get is, this is why I was getting nervous, is an AT gun. So we have our 37 millimeter and nothing else. Great. 200. This is not going to do much to anything really, but what we would hope is if a tank comes around this corner, we're going to blast it from the side right here. So if you try to shoot it from right down here with the 37 millimeter, maybe if it's a light tank or something, it would do something. But for the most part, whatever German thing, monstrosity you're going up against, it's probably not going to do anything. It sucks. But that is one of the things when you're playing Americans. Your weapons are not nearly as powerful. Let's see. Refresh this. Users. All right. So next on the agenda, we're going to start filtering the squad What's this? Oh, so something to look at. This squad leader, I believe this is a grenade. No, for the longest time I just thought this was, for anti-infantry or whatever. But that heat grenade, they have two different grenades. They have a heat grenade and a HE grenade. Well, or 3 different white phosphorus. But that heat grenade will basically take out pretty much any tank, especially if you hit them on the side. I've been taken out plenty of times where I was just like, oh, that's nothing, and then all of a sudden that grenade hits and you can't barely tell what it is, and the tank is disabled. So be very careful for that. If you see someone with a very long looking rifle, any kind of grenade launcher like that, these things are ferocious. They're deceptively ferocious. You can't really tell them apart, except maybe. Oh shoot! All right, who's getting shot at? All right, so that was bad. So now this is kind of spotting them out. So what I believe we're going to need to do is move our mortars up a little bit. Now see if we can put them maybe right here. Then I don't really have. I'm afraid something's going to come up from over here. So what I want to do for now, shift this machine gun right there, and now we're going to start moving these guys up. And I usually will start. This is the bar man. I usually start with the riflemen because I value them the least. And I'll start moving them up to little places like that where we already have these guys. Hopefully, we're not. Okay, so one thing we can tell, a way to tell if you can hit the unit is if you hover over it, you can see, where's the unit? Right here. Okay, I should be able to hit this one, 126. So another way to check it is if you do attack ground, which is shift F5 by default, then, or F6, sorry, or it's just 6, F6. But I have it set up something else. You can see the range there, and you can see how it says 170. Most everything is shoots around no further than 160, and that's usually not even the effective range. So that means this one, both of these should be far enough for this. I'll do attack ground. Let's see. This is 2. But yeah, you can see the havoc this sort of causes. Let's see. All right, so I'm gonna pull my ammo truck over here. I think we just need to. Let's move a scout over here too. Just for. What I'll do is again move a guy into a bush over here because they can't be seen. Who's getting shot at? Oh my goodness! What are you doing, my guy? Ugh. Move. Jesus. That was almost very bad. Did he actually get shot? Wow. Great place to stop. Okay, so we have mortar setting up again. Who is getting shot at? Alright, so another thing you can do is hit C. And then you can see who this guy got shot at. See no, B again, sorry. And you can see in red, your dead guys, and in yellow, no, your dead guys, and in red, the other team's dead guys. In this case, Nazis. Let's see. So why are they not shooting again? Does it just feel bad? For the inevitable? Maybe at the far end of their firing range. I don't know. But I'm gonna put this on a different one actually. Alright, I have a feeling this is going to attract some attention. The enemy. I have a tendency to get sort of a bee's nest where they get mad. 7, 8. And they will start to rush you. But I don't think they're going to do it just yet. Where's this guy? Oh, here we go. 7, 8. So once we blow these guys up, we can sort of start moving in and take over this position. Once we do, we will have better artillery pieces, which would be nice. So you can see now how this is hitting nowhere near, but it's slowly starting to zoom in, and boom, right there. So, boom, and then our artillery, the position's secured. And just like that, we have the first position, and we have only lost 2 of our men in return for all that. That's a pretty good ratio as far as kills go, and as far as just getting the first point. And the next step would be essentially establishing a foothold and making sure that you can kind of defend whatever counterattack they're about to throw. Because you can see right here, there's another machine gun of some type. But yeah, I'm pretty sure there's a oh yeah, machine gun right here. But that's not really going to come at you. But I think there's another tank around here somewhere. Yeah, that is a concern. And another way to get there, first steps will be essentially to shore up our defenses around here, and then investigate what's going on around here. This looks a little interesting. This will be our kind of our base for when we want to take this over. Because obviously I have trenches right there. But yeah, we got to start thinking of how. Number one, we can defend our home base area, and number two, how we can start using our current position to take over these other different positions. If you don't know, the icons right here should tell you what you get. And this looks like to be a tank one. Get extra tanks for this one, maybe heavy tanks, better men, and then artillery. This is which one? Mobile, just explosions essentially, call them bombs, and then I think that's something similar. So yeah, this all those unlock units. And you can set it to either unlock permanently or only unlock once you have basically done it completely. Otherwise, it will revert once you lose the point. All right, so it looks like we have this guy over here. So now what I would do, just for funsies, is break out a sniper. Really start making things happen. Okay, so what I can also do is get this battery signaler now. And these two guys are gonna, I think if I move the battery signaler to right about here, we'll be able to shoot over there. So I'm gonna scout this out first. So let's take these guys and we'll move him out to here. We're gonna start probing the area. Essentially, we need to take down this machine gun, or we can really move up into this whole area. And I'm still minorly concerned about a tank rush right now. Where's that grenade guy? That grenade guy somewhere. I don't know where he is. All right. So what I'll start doing is big groups around there. Oh, why is there a? Where's this guy? Oh, okay, I got this guy. So shift 9, and then I'll remember that. No, I won't. And then, I want that grenade guy. Come on, grenade guy, where'd you go? Grenade guy. There we go. We'll move him up to this bush right here. I'll never remember he's there, but he will not. He'll be on I'll be on hold fire, so he will blast any tank that comes near there. Okay, cool. So this guy made it here, and he has not seen anything new yet. All we're seeing is that machine gun. So I'm going to move to the end of this hedgerow, and then just kind of look around the corner.
Take cover!
Oh, jeez, that scared the hell out of me. I don't know why I yelled that. Sometimes they do it when they see things, but this was quite sudden. Okay. See anything yet? Nothing new. Guys on return fire only. Get our battery signaler up here. And our sniper up here. We're going to start to have some fun. Alright. So, what I want to do is I want to send a scouting mission over up this street because I don't know if you saw, but someone got shot right there. So I don't like that. That means there's people around there. Okay. So we're going to start by moving this guy over here. And then maybe a little bit of backup because I have a feeling he's going to... I'm going to leave this guy on fire. Just have him way, way in the back. Still have him prone. And maybe get him a automatic or bar guy. Someone says machine gun assistant. Grand. Assistant squad leader. No. It's a carbine. Which one do you guys got all that? If you look the same way with the rocket launchers, one of them has a bunch of extra bullets, maybe? Or extra bar clips. So, get him right there. Alright. Where are they? Our battery signalers here. For funsies. Nope. Okay, cool. You can see the range distance at 60. Going red to red is too far. And there's yellow. It's kind of says, but it's not gonna really matter with this. So, and what I'm afraid of is hitting that edge row, then it essentially going over, or it bouncing off the hedgerow and hitting me. So, hopefully I can just do this real quick. Come on. What's going on? Okay. There we go. Now get out of here. Doesn't get shot, and now then this is where the fun happens. Where the fun starts. Well, I guess I can turn it down a little bit. What are we at now? 66. And the rocket's the red glare. Ooh. Wonder if that machine gun will even be gone when this is said and done. Oh, just blew out the front of that house. That's pretty awesome. There's looks like there's a gun right here too. Well, that machine gun has been decrewed. You telling me that's it? Okay. So now, what I think I can do is move the mortars up to here, but I know that they're going to get rushed by a tank or something, and then I'll be screwed. So instead, I'm going to... Alright, this guy needs to be moved. He's in danger. So we need to move people up here like this. And we need to get that... Okay, yeah. Alright, I'm fine with it. Yeah. So what we're going to do is order another AT squad, and then we'll move these guys up. I'm just very afraid of them getting shot. And I need to bolster this whole wall right here. This is going to be our new base, essentially. We're going to move this guy up to the edge. And then anybody else who's over here. Alright. So, what I want to do is clear this out. I know there's nobody over there, but I don't believe it. Get another rifle squad. Never have enough rifle squads. Get more men, more men, and more men. What I'm going to do is sneak this guy up a little bit more. We're going to get some recon over here. And again, check out the bodies or extra stuff. You just don't want rifle stuff, but grenades definitely, bandages. I'm going to work our way up here. See if we can see anything before it sees us. Alright, while we're doing that, I'm up here. I'm going to find a solution for this gun problems. Yeah, I really like that gun. Take that over rather than this is a Pack 40. Ooh, that's a real nice gun. That'll do me. It's much better than the next one we have coming up, which is a 57 millimeter, I believe. So let's take our battery signaler and then pop one of these guys. Never mind. Oh, see if I can shoot these guys. Not getting completely murdered. All right, moving through the bushes. Oh, he's back on the gun again. All right, forget it. Sorry, just gonna need to destroy that whole area. Once more. All right, so let's see where we can shoot to. Again, worried about the getting the hedgerow. That'll happen. And we run this corner. Practically shot it on top of that guy. It should come through now. Maybe it'll get another house or something. That poor Pack 40. Come on, just decrew it. Don't blow it up directly. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay. So much for that. Anyways, now they won't be coming back on it. Of course, that machine gun's still there. I haven't decrewed that yet. Alright, so that'll be our next one. That'll give us more troops. I think we're good to move up now. I just know we're going to get annihilated. So, let's move our backup AT squad to right here. And then, looks like we have some enemies spotted. Let's move our reserves rifle squad up here. We'll start slowly making our way up. Let's get like a make a little flanking machine gunner thing going right there. We'll get this guy. I'm gonna put him on return fire only because I don't really want him to shoot. He's probably gonna take a bad shot and then he will be a sitting duck. So we're gonna move all our guys up now. We're essentially going to start solidifying our position. I don't know what this guy does. Is an officer? Automatic rifleman assistant. This is I want to be with one of the bar guys. Cool. Because as you can see, this guy has a bunch of bar ammo. And if they're squatted up together, they will share the ammo. And kind of cool thing is you can kind of have these guys squatted up and you can just put this guy behind cover or whatever. One guy's just blasting away and the other guy's just sitting there. They're squatted together and the guy's just sitting there feeding this guy ammo. That is another good tip. Right? Put these guys right here. It's way too many. Alright, we're just going to start. Looks like we're starting to float man pop. We're going to start putting guys in trenches. That's a place I like to put them. Essentially to start making my defenses. Get good vision out. People seeing things. And then be able to move to the next point. Looks like we're already doing pretty good. Take that over. I'm going to take one of these riflemen. Move him over. All right. Let's see.
Ready to go, sir.
Now, should probably do is order another gun. Then, since we got the new field guns, what they give us? 57 millimeter. Very nice. What's this one? Gun carriage. I think this is just mega expensive. Which one do we have? All right, really got it. Let's see if we hit if we can get it once we hit 400. It's more than that, then don't want it. This goes up, I think, 10 points every 10 seconds. That's the rate. Or when you're first starting or when you don't have a point. That's right. So I think it goes up from there. We'll just put these guys over here to kind of start get things going. 5 gun carriage. I can't remember which one is on this actually. I don't think it's gonna be worth. Let's see if it goes to 450. If we get it then. More than that, then it's not gonna be definitely not gonna be worth it. Right. So we're starting to get little base going here. I want scout out a little bit more over here. What I'll start doing eventually is moving my mortars back and forth between the different areas. Essentially clearing out the entrenched area, but right now I want to take over this point, and then we can kind of deal with that. Again, I'm afraid to move my mortars up into this spot because I just know I'm going to get rushed. Then that would be catastrophic to lose those at this moment. I have to wait like 10 minutes or something ridiculous. What I'm going to do is take these two guys. As soon as I see them, I'm going to stop them. So by default, stopping them, I think is F. I changed it to space bar because it's much more usable. Let's see. All right. It's like we have some people entrenched, and I imagine someone in the house maybe around this corner. Oh, right there. So let's do a little sneaky. Get this guy down. Sneak him up around the corner. I have a feeling there's someone in there. I'm going to just toss a grenade for funsies. See if anyone jumps. For Uncle Sam. Is that raw? Where's the guy? We would have seen someone's jump if there was someone there. Nobody. What the hell? Are we playing on hardcore? Yes. I thought there was someone there. Alright. So that guy's not there. Must be in the house up ahead. No, I'm just being impatient. Oh, there we go. I see him now. Oh, I hear some kind of vehicle. Not good. So, one thing you can do is you can hear, well, because now you can see it, but you can actually roll over certain areas and hear the vehicles. This guy is mega dead if that truck comes anywhere near him. So, let me see my rocket launcher. Switch to this guy. Let's see if I can get a good shot on him. Oh.
Yes, sir. Ready, sir.
Alright. And now we see we'll learn how to defend against tanks. Hello. Hey.